On the serene shores of Canada's Prince Edward Island lies Green Gables, a farmhouse nestled in rolling green hills. It was a place expecting a sturdy boy to help with chores, but by a twist of fate, it received instead a talkative, freckle-faced girl with fiery red hair, and Shirley. Her arrival was like a stone dropped into a still pond, sending out ripples that not only awakened a quiet household but also sparked a gentle revolution, a war waged with boundless imagination against the dullness of ordinary life. Welcome to the world of and of Green Gables, Part 1, The Wrong Girl and the Right Beginning. When Matthew Cuthbert drove to the train station, he expected only a silent, useful boy. On the sunset-drenched platform, however, he found a thin, lonely figure in a shabby dress, whose eyes shone as she spoke of the white way of delight and the lake of shining waters. This was Anne, an orphan tossed by fate, yet possessing the magic to transform the mundane into poetry. Though the shock of not being a boy hung over Green Gables, Matthew's quiet kindness and Marilla's stern but tender heart allowed this mistake to become destiny's perfect fit. And clung to this precious chance at a home, vowing to imagine herself as the wind, blowing through those tree tops, while determined to put down roots right here. Part 2, The Wand of Imagination and the Transformation of the Ordinary. Life at Green Gables was forever altered by Anne's imagination. To her, an ordinary lane became the white way of delight, a pond was the lake of shining waters, cherry blossoms turned into the Snow Queen, and an old tree could whisper sorrowful tales. She gave grandiose names to every spot, conversed with her reflection Katie Maurice, and poured nightly devotion into her friendship with Diana Barry. Yet, these wings of fancy often led her into trouble, dyeing her hated carrot hair a horrific green, terrifying herself in the haunted woods, accidentally getting her best friend drunk at a tea party. Each mishap was a collision between an innocent heart and rigid reality. But it was this untamed imagination that had helped her survive a bleak, lonely past, and now it infused not only strict Green Gables but all of Avonlea with incredible vitality and color. Part 3, The Thorns of Growth and the Homecoming of the Heart. Anne's path to maturity was no straight golden road. She faced taunts of carrots, from classmates, a fierce rivalry with Gilbert Blythe, and learned to face consequences after passionate mistakes. She strove for and won the Avery Scholarship, yet upon Matthew's sudden death, she made the profound choice to forego university, staying at Green Gables to support aging Marilla. In this moment, the dreamy girl completed her most vital growth. She understood the weight of love and duty, realizing that home was more precious than any distant horizon. Her journey from rivalry to reconciliation with Gilbert marked an emotional maturity. She learned forgiveness and finally recognized the steady, silent admiration that had always been there. Imagination gave her wings, but love taught her where to land. Part 4, Love's Redemption and the Claiming of an Identity. At its core, Anne's story is one of redemption through being needed and loved. Marilla's journey from resistance to wholehearted love represents reason's ultimate embrace of feeling. Matthew's silent devotion was Anne's first anchor of security. With her passionate heart, Anne thawed the frozen warmth within a family hardened by years, constantly asking "Who am I?" She evolved from an orphanage outcast to and of Green Gables. Through effort, sincerity, and talent, she earned respect, friendship, and family, firmly claiming her identity. She was, and would always be, the daughter of Green Gables. She proved one could become a better person by trying and that it's a great thing to have ambitions. Epilogue, The Eternal Spring of Green Gables. And of Green Gables is far more than an orphan success story. It is a warm epic about how imagination redeems life, how sincerity softens hearts, and how resilience shapes destiny, and shows us the world holds two faces, one as it is, and another as seen through a poetic soul. She teaches us that even in the most ordinary day, we can name apple blossoms bonny, and tremble with excitement for tomorrow's arrival. In the end, Anne chooses to stay, to teach, and eventually to walk toward the future with Gilbert by her side. This is not the end of imagination, but the beginning of weaving it into the fabric of real life. Like a once drifted seed, she blossoms in the soil of love and understanding into a flower more solid and radiant than any fantasy. And so, a red-haired girl takes up permanent residence in every reader's heart, forever reminding us, life may seem plain, but you can choose to imagine it as a grand adventure. The road ahead may be narrow, but if you look up, you can always see the dazzling stars along your own lover's lane.